Already crazy challenge the Killhouse stealth, Bloodless, hidden UI, and Unintimidating, which is a great shame since it's unintimidating and, well, we're going to have to use the drill, which is a bit unfortunate, but aside from that, there's hidden UI, and then there's Bloodless, which is quite simple really. We can't shoot anyone, we can't hostage anyone, and therefore we have to knock everyone out. Whilst at the same time, we can't see how much the other gods want to shoot us, which is generally a nice thing to know so that we can get away before said god shoots us, which is suboptimal for trying to not lose. But nonetheless, if you could walk over here, that would be quite nice, but I suppose that should suffice, and well, we could always just try and make our way over there. Even though it's a clearly very, very risky maneuver, which we probably really shouldn't do. But at this point, I would quite like a god to be somewhere convenient. Much appreciated. Let's answer the radio and hopefully a third god doesn't show up right over there, right around now, which would be only a slight shame, but seemingly no one's going in through there. So we can just grab this disguise and then we can, well, hopefully have Cyber look out for literally anyone. So we're just going to bag him up. And then bring it over here, close the door, and I hope that nothing happens, which is kind of the epitome of all that we're doing, but regardless, right now is a great time to... Sure, why not? Right then, hopefully Cyber's gonna bag him up, but we're gonna go through here instead, and well, we're gonna try and get this area cleared, which we're looking for the blue wire, so once this guard moves away, that will be quite nice. Keep moving. But we're gonna loop this up. It's going to be the blue wire that we're looking for, and then afterwards we're just going to make sure that this entire area is clear of cameras, which it should be anyways. And we're gonna loop these cameras up here, which you... Excuse me, no! Your job was to stop over there and not walk. Why not? Why not? Let's loop this camera so I can knock out a third guard before things go terribly wrong. So, right now we're essentially just choking this point. Doing that. And then being eerily close to that camera's field of view, which is only slightly terrifying. So we're just gonna loop it before things go terribly, terribly wrong. And then we're just gonna go over here, make sure this entire area is clear of cameras, which, if we get just a moment, should be. But we could probably also just start looking for spots where we would actually be concerned about, well, where the box is, since that's what we're trying to do. So maybe we could go back to spawn, look for some power boxes that we might want to actually go disable. That seems to be a keycard. That is not a keycard. But regardless, we're going to go through here, and well, hopefully it'll be just over here, which, you know, hopefully Cyber finds that spot of the power box, because I'm pretty sure it's not in any of these areas, which would be nice if the alarms were disabled. Just saying. It would be nice if the alarms were to be disabled, which, don't tell me it's over there. That is the green wire. Just saying. This might take a while, but we're gonna start by setting up the drill. Almost all the way. And then we're going to painstakingly wait. And once that camera is looped, or presumably looped, presumably the alarms will go down, so conceivably Cyber's going to actually be disabling that right around now, so hopefully that is actually going to be somewhere not in my area, because otherwise it's not in my area, is it? It's not, is it? Where is the power box? No, I do not care for that. I merely want to know where the power box is, but we are going to grab that vault keycard, but where is that power box? No. No, we're closing that. We're just going to ignore that. And it's gonna be here, isn't it? Alright. It's going to be here, isn't it? A bit more. Here, isn't it? Of course it is. Right then, in that case, we're just going to make sure that things don't go terribly wrong. Then we're just gonna go over here. Prepare a few explosives. And then afterwards, well, using these explosives, we're just going to do a few things which are not very explosive in nature, but it's fine. I still want a keycard though, so we're gonna try and find that. Hopefully. Just saying, it'd be quite nice if we would actually get a keycard right now. But you know what, it's alright. And it seems like Cyber has thrown a grenade, which has hit a camera, which means that we can't really just blow out more cameras because, well, Cyber has decided that we shouldn't by just blowing up a camera, which therefore disables it. So we're going to try and find it. And then we're going to blow the camera up even more, which might take a while since we've got absolutely no idea where anything is because, well, Cyber's area is extremely small, but if we were to go through here, check over here, and then make absolute certain that there aren't any guards in range because it is still in fact Bloodless. Where is that camera? Right then. You know what, that's alright, we could just go over here instead and, well, it's not gonna be over here, is it gonna be over here, which of course it is. Right then. Place a few C4s over here, back really, really far away because C4s are absolutely terrifying in terms of their blast radius. And then afterwards, drop it back to see how, well, massive the explosion is. Right over there. Back away. Make sure that we can't actually physically be blown up by the C4. Then detonate it. Because we've got free explosives, so we really might as well use it. But there should be a bit more on this, which might take a while, but you know, if it's sped up, it would be quite nice. But our route out of here is going to be presumably right through here because it's not heavy bags, and out of here. And Cyber's going to wait there terrifyingly, which does not feel promising at all, but it's alright. We can grab this bag of loot. Then we can run through here, across over there, through here, and then afterwards get out of here, which should be relatively simple. And that's the daily challenge in just under 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Now, some part of me really wants to blow up more cameras, but regardless, cheers everyone, have a great time.